That was a quintessential case of therapy's expensive and open mic comedy isn't. And so we get to deal with it. Thanks, Andrew. Crazy that guy's single, huh? Oh, man. Sorry, I just got yelled at. I did a little bit. All right, guys. No, that was very funny. Give it up one more time for Andrew. He's a really funny man. All right, coming to the stage next is another newer comic on the scene, but rising star, I would say. Oh, he's right there. Holy shit, Jesus Christ. Blending in with the pillar. All right, put your hands together for the very funny Luke Vickery. Thank you. Thank you, Samson. Well, everybody's drinking tonight, huh? I can't drink. I would love to, but I can't. Well, I can. You probably just don't want me to. Probably a bad idea. My doctor says I'm an alcoholic. I disagree. I really only use alcohol to wash down the Xanax that I take to come down after being up all night on meth. Why am I on meth, you ask? Well, how else are you going to come up with new and creative ways to find money for heroin? So you see what I'm doing there, right? As an addict, as an alcoholic, I find crazy ways to, minimize and justify and deny. I didn't overdose. I fell asleep at the bus stop, and the ambulance had to wake me up. Right? And it all happened when I told my dad I wanted to be an artist when I grew up, and he said, well, I hope you're ready to starve. So I figured I'd become a drug addict so I wouldn't have to eat. Turns out being a drug addict is a full-time job, and I ended up pursuing that for the next 30 years, never really got around to the art part. But I'm clean and sober now. I got a little over 2.5 years clean. Don't please, I didn't do it because I wanted to be a better person. Drugs are just too fucking expensive and poison. When you're running around on the streets for 30 years being a scumbag and a junkie and a drug addict, fucked up shit's gonna happen to you. And about 3 years ago, I was doing a drug deal that went bad and I got shot at point blank range with a very big gun. It fucked me up real bad. And ever since, my right arm doesn't straighten out all the way, and I walk into a bit of a lonely gate. And I was at work the other day, we were going outside for a break, and the guy at work had said, man, you got a cold sidewalk on you, don't you? And I said, hey, I don't have a thug walk, all right? I was injured. I'm handicapped. And he said, oh, really? How'd you get hurt? And I said, shit. And so ever since that happened, I suffered from chronic pain, and I've been trying to find a way to address that, right? And I can't take painkillers without and someone suggested acupuncture. So I went and got acupuncture just the other day, and it didn't do a fucking thing. And when I got home, my voodoo doll was dead. And that freaked me out, so I ran to the table that I got by my bed, and I opened up the drawer and I pulled out my gun. And I think someone used it while I was gone, because the barrel tasted funny. Alright, that's my time. Thank you. Give it up for Luke. Thank you, everybody. But the barrel, it was just too hot, and then he tried the 12 gauge and it was just too cold, and then he tried the 20 gauge and it was just